Do you need a website, or can you just use social media to attract new clients as a videographer? What's going on, guys? My name is Ryan Snod, it rhymes with odd, and welcome to another video. This question came up in my Facebook group, the Freelance Videographer Community, and it sparked some great conversation. So, in this video, I'm going to share the pros and cons of using websites or social media for attracting new clients to your business. Make sure to check out the group when this video is over. I'll put a link down in the description box below. We have over 18,000 members, and it's the most supportive videographer group on Facebook. I might be a little bit biased though, since I created it. The most common app that videographers claim is enough is Instagram. So we'll be focusing on that for the most of this video. And a spoiler alert, social media is not enough, but there are some great things that you can do with your social media following to leverage it to drive your business. Right away, here is how you can be using your Instagram account to get business. You can make some posts, stories, or engage with prospects. Once you've been doing these actions for a little bit, people might see you interacting and they decide to check out your profile. Once they're on your profile, they read your bio. Your bio says, send me a DM to book a shoot. They send you a message and boom. Pretty simple funnel to start a conversation. The goal obviously is to get them to message you so you can get them in your funnel and start asking them questions and see if they're a good fit for your business. Now let's talk about cost. It's free to create an account, which is why many of us think that it's enough. We don't want to waste any money, quote unquote, on things that we don't need. If your account is listed as a business, it makes it easier to find when people are searching. So if someone's looking for videographer, photographer, but in the last year, Instagram has made it more difficult to reach followers for businesses, which encourages them to spend money by running ads on the platform to get in front of those people. Now let's talk about how you capture leads. Prospects can find your account in a number of ways, including the Explore page, hashtags, or they can follow you already on the platform. This is great because it allows you to have a quick one-to-one conversation with these leads immediately. Basically, the prerequisites are they have to be following you, they have to have access to your account in some way, they have to be actively on Instagram, and they have to be looking around for somebody to solve that service already when they happen upon your profile. The biggest problem with only using social media is a complete lack of professionalism. There are only a few times that I've hired somebody for a service solely from their social media. I can only think of my tattoo artist who I was looking for on Instagram already when I found him, DM'd him, and set up an appointment. So that is proof that Instagram does work in that regard. But if a business is looking for a videographer, they most likely aren't scrolling through Instagram. Not having a website makes it less legit. And the big question is, are your clients using Instagram? Do they use it often? Are they on it enough to see you, follow you, and direct message you at all? And that's for you to figure out. Here's a couple quick tips that you can use to reach more people with your Instagram account. You can use industry hashtags. You can follow ideal clients and engage with their posts. You can DM prospects directly, and you can post regularly on your feed and on your stories to increase your reach. There are a ton of tactics to get you more business using Instagram, and I have a full playlist all about Instagram marketing that you can check out up here in the top corner. I'll put that up in there in the card. But this can be done on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and any other platform that you're using, not just Instagram. Another big con of using Instagram is Facebook, who owns Instagram, owns your audience and the access that you have to those people. In 5 years, Instagram most likely won't be the best place to reach people anymore, since these platforms change all the time. That is why I always try to grow my email list and send prospects to my platforms that I own, so I have complete control of their experience. Now, let's look at how a website can get prospects to reach out to you. Someone is searching online for what you do. Plumber, ice hockey coach, Mexican restaurant near me, and they find your site. They click, they look around, they see a prompt to fill out a form and inquire about a project, and then they fill it out. This is essentially the same process as Instagram. We're using content or your website to attract ideal prospects and give them a way to reach out to us so we can start that conversation. For your most basic website, you're going to need to purchase a domain like snodmedia.com or solovideopro.com. Taking the cheap route and not having a custom domain really ruins that professionalism piece that I touched on earlier. And no professionalism equals a lack of trust. If your site looks sketchy, you look sketchy. And in terms of building a website, you can use a site builder like Wix or Squarespace. You can hire it out to a friend or on Fiverr, or you can build it yourself if that's something that you're already skilled at. Now, why would I need to have a website? You can get access to the largest search engine in the world, which is Google. And if you pair your website with the Google My Business feature, you can also show up to someone that is looking for your business in relation to where you live. So they look up video production Iowa, my business might show up based on that from putting a Google My Business in place. And it's really easy, just Google My Business and you'll have plenty of information you can read through. It's free to do as well. Now, let's talk about professionalism with a website. Now, I want to tell a really quick story. I was chatting with a lady in my kickboxing class at my gym years ago, and she mentioned that she was getting married and she was actively looking for a videographer for her wedding. I said that I was a wedding videographer and I was happy to help her out. After pulling my website up on her phone right in front of me, she lit up and immediately said that I must be pretty legit since I have a website and it looks so slick. And after looking at my wedding portfolio that I had on my website, she said she was definitely going to discuss it with her fiance and reach out to me about pricing. Now imagine this at scale and on autopilot, happening all day, every day when people find your website through search results on Google. That's essentially what you're doing here. Now, how do you reach more people with your website? The best way is to optimize your site for discovery in search through Google. This is commonly called search engine optimization. I have an in-depth video on strategy and tactics for finding keywords in my full Solo Video Pro course, which we'll talk about later. But there's a lot more training that you can do on this area to try and bring more people to your website and optimize it so people can find you in search in the quickest way possible. The goal is to be on page 1 if you can get there, and if you get on page 1, you want to stay there as long as you can so people can find you really quickly. If you want access to some of those in-depth trainings, make sure to go check out solovideopro.com, and we have all of those in the full course there as well. You can improve your website traffic by 2 main tactics that I recommend, which is ranking for search terms and posting new content regularly, like a blog, on a regular basis. But in general, you want to have your site focused on a specific keyword. People that are searching for video production on Google, your site comes up, they click, they look around your site, they fill out your contact form, and they inquire about a project. That flow is the goal. Now, after looking at both options, what would I recommend? The answer is to use both. Use all of your platforms to direct people to your website and into your business. That includes your Instagram account, your LinkedIn, your Twitter, your YouTube channel, everything. For my workflow, I use social media, my email, blog posts, opt-ins, everything points to the one form on my website where I can capture their email and start a conversation about a project. Having that clarity has kept my back-end client communication process very, very smooth. I'm not talking to people on Facebook Messenger and email and phone calls, and I'm just all over the place. I send them all to one place. Even if they reach out on those platforms, send them to the website form, have them fill it out, and it's just much, much more simpler. I've also started using a CRM to handle all these conversations once they fill out a form. The CRM I'm starting to use is called Studio Ninja, so I'm gonna make a full video on that once I'm done with using it for a couple months so I can work out some of the kinks and give you more feedback about that. But look into using a CRM if you're using a website to funnel all of your people to as well, just to make it a smoother process. If you got value from this episode, make sure to hit that like button. And if you have more questions about how to use your website or social media to grow your business, leave me a comment below and I'll make sure to get back to you as well. If you'd like to learn how to structure your site, market your business, and add processes in place to make running your freelance business easier, make sure to check out Solo Video Pro. Solo Video Pro is an online course consisting of over 90 video trainings to help you improve your business knowledge, give you pointed tactics for marketing and sales, and help you clarify your path to success as a solo videographer. Students get the knowledge, community, and confidence to turn their hobby with a camera into a real business. We have students from all over the world, from Shanghai to the Netherlands, helping you build a really supportive group that's going to help you take your business to the next level. I have even more free trainings on my website blog at solovideopro.com, and I also have a free 1-hour webinar where I reveal some of the key strategies that I teach in the course that you're welcome to check out. That's about it for me, guys. My name's Ryan Snod. It rhymes with odd, and I'm out. Peace!